You might not be ready to start touring homes just yet, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, some of the smartest moves you can make right now happen before you ever step foot inside a house. This stage is all about getting smart. There's no rush, but there is power in being informed. Understanding the market, knowing what types of homes are out there, and learning how to spot red flags early can make a huge difference down the line. In the last video, we talked about getting pre-approved, which helps you narrow in on your price range and avoid falling for a home that isn't actually within reach. And if you're just starting to browse casually online, a pre-qualification is a great first step. It gives you a general idea of what you might afford so you can look at homes that make sense for your budget. So, let's walk through what smart buyers do before they ever start touring homes, and how you can set yourself up for success when the time is right. First things first, set up a home search. Whether we do that together or you use online tools, the goal is the same. Watch your favorite neighborhoods. What homes are coming on the market? How quickly are they going under contract? And what are they actually selling for compared to their list price? Over time, you'll start spotting patterns. Maybe homes in one zip code will go under contract in a weekend, while others sit for weeks. That tells us a lot about the demand, pricing, and how competitive you may need to be. And yes, a lot of first-time buyers learn the hard way by losing out on a home before realizing how to make a strong offer. But starting now puts you ahead of the game. So once you've got areas that you're drawn to, drive them a lot. Different times of day, different days of the week, morning commutes, evening traffic, Saturday mornings. Are there cars parked on the street? Is there noise from nearby roads? Are the parks actually used? Or are they just sitting empty? These small details will tell you more than a listing ever could. As you explore neighborhoods, it's also helpful to understand what type of homes are available and how they're built. Single-family homes, which stand alone and usually come with a yard, great for privacy and space. Townhomes, which share one or two walls with neighbors, but often have multiple levels and may include a small yard or patio. These offer a blend of affordability and independence. Condos are typically one unit within a larger building. You own your space inside, while the homeowners association maintains the building exterior and common areas. Perfect for lower maintenance living. Duplexes or multifamily homes have two or more units within the same structure. You can live in one and rent the other, which helps offset mortgage costs. Manufactured and mobile homes are built off-site and transported to their final location. These can be more affordable options, but may come with land lease agreements and specific lending requirements. Now, in terms of construction types, here's what you might come across. Wood frame construction is common in many residential areas. It's versatile and cost-effective, but may require careful maintenance in high moisture or termite-prone regions. That's that WDO report I was talking about. Concrete block, often called CBS, and concrete block and stucco, is especially popular in warmer climates. It's durable, energy efficient, and often better at handling storms and high winds. Steel frame homes and modular homes are also available in certain areas. They offer strength and energy efficiency, and modular homes can even be built faster since they're prefabricated. And there's something that often gets overlooked. That's the age and materials of the home. If you're looking at older homes, especially those built in the late 70s, it's a good idea to ask about things like lead paint or asbestos. They're not deal breakers, but they can come with extra steps if you plan to renovate. And no matter what age of the home, keep an eye on things like energy efficiency, the insulation, windows, the age of the AC system. These are the kind of details that don't always show up in photos, but can make a big difference in comfort and monthly bills. Now let's talk about your priorities. We start by identifying your must-haves, the non-negotiables. For example, number of bedrooms, having a yard for your pet or kids to play in, a dedicated home office, or the proximity to your work or school. These are essentials that directly affect your lifestyle. Then we define your nice-to-haves, the features that would be wonderful but aren't deal breakers. Maybe that's quartz countertops, a soaking tub, or a 3-car garage. Having this list helps keep you focused when the emotions kick in. It's easy to fall for the stunning kitchen, but if the home doesn't meet your core needs, it might not be the right fit. Now that you know your must-haves and the type of home you're looking for, let's talk about how to actually search for it. Most buyers start with sites like Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor.com. And those are great for browsing, but they don't always update in real time. And sometimes listings appear active even though they're already under contract. That's where OneHome comes in. It isn't just another search site. It's a personalized portal that connects directly to the MLS. That's the central system where listings originate from. With OneHome, you get real-time, accurate listings, instant alerts when homes hit the market, detailed property information you won't always find on public sites. But OneHome goes beyond just listings. You can mark favorites, you can compare the homes side by side, you can take notes, you can even see commute times, school ratings, and estimate mortgage payments. It also gives you tools to research the neighborhoods from walkability and flood zones and nearby developed plans. It's amazing. Want to explore even further? Google Street View is in there as well. Great for virtual walks. And are you curious about local crime stats or zoning rules? I can help guide you to the right resources. The more informed you are, the more confident you'll feel. Now, let's talk about the most important relationship you'll build during this process: working with a real estate professional. You've probably heard the terms realtor, agent, and broker tossed around. So what's the difference? Well, real estate agent is a licensed professional who helps people buy and sell homes. Realtor, an agent who is also a member of the National Association of Realtors, must follow a strict code of ethics. It's about professionalism, transparency, and putting your best interests first. A broker, a more experienced agent who has additional education and can manage their own real estate firm or supervise agents. Now here's where I come in. When we work together, I bring more than listings to the table. I help you read the market, understand contracts, craft offers that stand out, and navigate the ups and downs with calm and clarity. I know when to push, when to pivot, and how to keep things moving smoothly. I'm backed by a team that handles everything behind the scenes, so you can focus on finding your future home, not chasing paperwork. I'm a realtor. That means I'm not just here to open doors. I'm here to guide you, protect you, and help you win in a competitive market. Oh, and I'm fun to work with. At least that's what my customers say. And do you think you can't work with me because you're not in Florida? Think again. I can refer you to a realtor just like me and stay in contact with them through the whole process, making sure you're in good hands every step of the way. But hey, that's enough about me. Let's get back to you. A good agent will welcome your questions. You deserve someone that makes you feel supported, heard, and confident. Here are some smart things to ask when you're choosing who to work with. And before I go into the questions, interview at least 2 to 3 agents. And then ask them, how many first-time home buyers have you worked with? What is your approach to help buyers win in a competitive market? And then how do you communicate with me? And how often do you communicate with me? Are you full-time or are you part-time in real estate? And then can you also connect me with lenders, inspectors, and contractors if there's issues that arise? And lastly, how do you get paid? And what should I expect with the buyer agreement? You're not just hiring someone to unlock doors. You're choosing a guide for one of the biggest purchases of your life. Make sure it's someone you trust and click with. Now, let's talk about those buyer compensation agreements. You might have heard about them recently, especially after the NAR settlement and the changes to how agents get paid. Here's the deal. Some agents must have you sign one before they show a home. That's because their MLS or brokerage requires it for transparency and legal compliance. It lays out who pays the buyer's agent, seller, buyer, or combo, and how much. Without it, some agents legally cannot show homes. Other agents don't need it yet, but that's because their local rules haven't caught up yet. But may still use them, some still use them as best practices. Either way, it isn't a trap. It's a clear agreement about how your agent gets paid, whether from seller's offer, a buyer's paid fee, or a negotiation in the deal. The types you may run across would be the exclusive buyer brokerage agreement. It covers all showings and all offers. Property pre-touring agreement. This allows for previewing homes before making a full commitment to the realtor. Showing agreement is a short term, usually one home or just a day. Whatever the setup, it's all about transparency and making sure both you and your agent are protected. Now, let's talk about something that happens to almost everyone. You walk into a home, it feels amazing, and suddenly, you're picturing dinner parties, your dog's curled up by the window. It's the emotional side of buying. Totally normal. But here's the key. You're not looking for a fantasy. You're looking for a fit. You don't need it to be perfect. You don't need the home. You don't need the perfect home. You just need the right one for this chapter in your life. If it works for your budget, supports your lifestyle, and sets you up for what's next, that's a win. And I'll help you stay balanced between heart and head every step of the way. Now this is the part most people look forward to, actually stepping inside the homes. But before you get swept away by the gorgeous kitchen or that dream closet, let's talk about how to tour like a pro. Touring a home isn't just about how it looks. It's about how it feels, how it functions, and whether it fits your long-term needs. Here's what to watch for during a tour. The layout. Is the flow functional for your lifestyle? Light. What is the natural light? What is the lighting like in different times of day? Noise. Listen for traffic, neighbors, or nearby train lines. Smells. Are there odd odors? Point of water damage, mold, or pets, or even smoke? Closets and storage space. Is there enough for your everyday life? And then the general condition. Are there signs of deferred maintenance? And here are some red flags to keep out for. cracking in the walls or the foundation, ceiling stains, uneven floors or doors that stick, and then rushed or sloppy renovations. You don't need to catch everything. That's what the inspections are for. But being observant early can help you avoid major headaches later on. Now, let's talk about what's polite and what's not when you're walking through someone's home. Feel free to open cabinets or closets that are part of the home's structure. Excuse me. But avoid opening personal drawers or going through furniture or private items. Avoid bringing drinks and food inside. And please ask questions freely. That's what I'm here for. Keep in mind, many homes have cameras or recording devices, so it's best to save our big opinions until we're back outside. Okay? Good or bad, it doesn't matter. And then a few more pro tips. Take photos or videos, just check with me first. Bring a checklist to jot down impressions. I provide a printout of the home, and we write from 0 to 5, 5 being the best. We rate the homes. And then we also write down the things that stand out, good or bad. And then also asking about those big ticket items, roof, AC, plumbing, and appliances. Trust me, after you've seen a few homes, they start to blend together. A little organization and a lot of awareness can help you tour like a pro. Don't wait to see the home you love. It's easy to assume you'll have time to think about a home before scheduling a tour. But in a hot market, or when the home is newly listed, waiting even a few days can mean missing out. If something looks like a strong contender, it's best to get in quickly. Great homes, especially those priced well, often go under contract fast. I'll help you stay on top of new listings and coordinate showings quickly, so you're always ready when the right one comes along. As you start seeing more homes, you'll begin noticing patterns. Some listings fly off the market, others linger. Some get multiple offers. That's the market talking, and it's smart to pay attention. Here's a few things I watch closely, and I'll show you how to look for them too. Days on market, DOM. A home sitting longer than others may be overpriced or hiding a problem. Price drops can signal a motivated seller or room for negotiation. Comps, comparable sales. These show what similar homes have recently sold for. A great reality check before making an offer. I'll pull these for you as your agent. We will also talk about whether you're in a buyer's or a seller's market. Buyer's market, there are more homes than buyers. You may have room to negotiate. Seller's market, there are more buyers than homes. Expect competition, faster sales, and possibly higher than asking offers. When you find the right one, I'll help you write a strong, thoughtful offer that protects your interests and has a real shot at winning. It's not just about the price. We'll talk about terms, timelines, contingencies, and strategy so you feel confident in every decision you make. You've already done a lot, and you haven't even stepped inside the home yet. And honestly, that's exactly what smart buyers do. You've learned how to understand the market, identify what types of home fits your lifestyle and budget, search smarter with tools like OneHome, tour homes like a pro, choose the right agent, understand the buyer's agreement, and watch market trends and plan ahead. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, that's totally normal. It's a big decision, but it doesn't have to be a confusing one. It's my job to guide you through each step, answer your questions, and help you move forward with confidence. In next week's video, we'll go even deeper into how to write a strong offer, terms, timelines, contingencies, and more. So whether you're just browsing online or you're starting to get serious. I'm here when you're ready to take the next step. You've got questions, I've got answers, and you've got this.